A day at the beach can be relaxing and enjoyable, or it can be a source of stress. Those of us with less than perfect bodies, which is to say the great majority, might also want to take refuge indoors at the upcoming production of a stage work by the creator of the Vagina Monologues, Ensler. To tell us about the performances of The Good Body by Hub Theater Company Boston is its managing director, Lauren Elias. Thank you very much for being with us, Lauren.
Thank you for having me.
I know some of our viewers, they're familiar with the first play by Eve, but talk about this one. This is also, I guess, sort of a monologue, but maybe a highly populated monologue.
It is a highly populated monologue script. It's almost a sister work to the Vagina Monologues. It's about Eve's exploration of how women, not only in the United States, but across the globe, feel about their bodies and the pressure to be these unrealistic expectations of Photoshop perfect. And it explores this struggle in various different cultures, which is very interesting in my opinion.
Well, start with the title, The Good Body, because I guess good means different things for men and women too, I guess.
It does, and that's actually been something that we've talked about. As it happens, both of our stage management team, our set designer, and our lighting designer are gentlemen, and it's been very interesting to hear what their point of view has been as well. But yes, it's this Eve's quest to find the real definition of this abstract thing of what is it to be good? What is it to have this perfect body? Is there a perfect body? Does it vary from place to place? And it's a very interesting title, and it's a very telling title in my opinion. It's this quest and this need to be good and to fit into the box.
Well, part of what people are going to be hearing, maybe these different stories about maybe different body parts that, people think, well, that's not so good, or it's bad. So, I mean, is this how people are going to get through this?
I think they're going to get through this, and I think what Eve has done so brilliantly with the script, and what our director, Lindsay Eagle, has done as well, is we have really embraced the humor in the script. So it really does feel like a night at Club Cafe with your girlfriends. We have it cabaret-style seating. We have a bar that is open before the performance. So it really does, you're laughing throughout it, you're enjoying yourself, and then you realize that you're not alone in feeling this shortcomings because of these unrealistic expectations put on us by society. And it's really, there's some really funny moments, if I do say so myself. We actually had the pleasure of chatting a bit with Eve when she was in town recently to do her performance at the ART in The Body of the World. And we said to her, do you have any advice for us? And she said, don't shy away from the comedy. And so we have made every effort to not. So I think that's how people are going to get through it, and I think people are going to enjoy it.
Well, I know it's funny that people have foolish notions about perfection. But on the other hand, I guess what's not funny is that a lot of people, especially women, they have to put up with this to, keep their job, advance in a career that you really, some of them have to get maybe plastic surgery. At least they feel that way because these are these external standards they're faced with.
I have a minor in education, and when I was working in schools, I knew 7-year-olds that put themselves on diets, and that's not right. That's not right. At 7 years old, you should be worrying about eating as much ice cream and candy as you can possibly get your hands on.
Yes, and part of this, by the way, if you can elaborate, part of this is going to be an ice cream monologue, right?
There is a huge at the end, there is a huge ice cream monologue, and we are actually working with the bartenders at Club Cafe to hopefully create a signature drink that involves a little bit, so that'll be a tasty, fun treat for everyone. And yes, there is a big moment at the end with ice cream. I don't want to give the cow away for free, though.
Talk about the kind of a cast you have here, because we talk about Eve, but we're talking about, I guess, sort of a whole cross section of different people here.
Oh, we have a cast of 7 women who come to us from all over the world. Really, we have a woman from Puerto Rico. We have a woman from India. We have one of our ladies, Julia Alvarez, has landed in Boston from Wisconsin, of all places. And so we really have a variety of ages from 20 to 65. We run the gamut here. And it's been really fun to hear also what these women bring, their own personal stories, not just the stories that we get to tell in the script, but the stories we get to tell each other.
We're talking with Lauren Elias from Hub Theater Company Boston. Lauren, what do people get from telling these stories, you think?
I think that in addition to being a huge cathartic release and, if you'll pardon the pun, a bit of a weight off your shoulders, there is something about telling these stories, and there's something about hearing these stories that makes you realize that you're not alone in these struggles. Women and men too struggle sometimes very privately with this, with these quests to have the perfect thighs or the thigh gap or the perfect abs. And you don't really want to talk about your imperfections. And to hear other people say, oh no, I also hate my butt, or I do these crazy things to make me feel beautiful, you feel like you're not alone. And it's a real great feeling to not feel alone.
Yeah, and it's nice to have ice cream with someone you love too.
It really is.
Let me also ask you, because talking about love of places here, where are you going to be performing this? What's it going to be like there?
We are going to be performing in our summer home at Club Cafe, which is right by the Back Bay Tea Station. We've been there for about 3 years now, and they couldn't be nicer to us. We love going back there every summer. The bartenders make us signature drinks. It's cabaret seating. You could enjoy a cool something tall and refreshing while enjoying a nice show. What could be better on a hot summer night?
Lauren, it's also interesting is about the admission here and also a request for donations.
Yes, well, part of Hub's mission is we really want to break down the barriers between art and audience. We know there are plenty of reasons people don't go to the theater as much anymore. You might be binging something on Netflix, you might be playing Pokemon Go, we get it. But we never want money to be a barrier between our art and our audience, which is why my co-founder and I, John Jeffrian, decided that we wanted our company to be all pay what you can. So every seat, every show, every time. We don't set the ticket price, you do. And we are fortunate enough to actually have a provider of tickets online where you can purchase them that also allows people to set the price themselves. So it's really been fabulous, and it's really encouraged a lot of new faces to come out to the theater, which has been really fabulous. We've had Big Brothers Big Sisters join us. We've had some people, groups from retirement homes who normally don't get to go out as much. It's been really great to get this whole new group of people into the theater and seeing shows.
And if people bring a donation, that would also make it even better.
Yes, we are also asking, we are also very committed to combining our shows with collection drives of some kind. A couple years back, we did Love, Loss, and What I Wore, so we did a clothing drive. This time we'll be doing a toiletry drive for local women's shelters, and actually this fall with our production of Wit, we're going to be doing a book drive for children in foster care, and then they're going to get them for Christmas.
So if people want some information, because this production is opening when exactly?
We open this Friday, July 15th.
Yeah, so for more information, tickets, what's the best place to go to?
Our website is www.hubtheaterboston.org, and everything you need is right there, we promise.
Thank you very much for being with us. Lauren Elias from Hub Theater Boston.
Thank you.